Are you tired? Like, you were tired before, that did not help.
I'm probably only sitting.
Yeah, no, I
still
could.
for...
Yeah, well, you've been doing that for a while, but yeah.
I
Yeah,
might
no,
be
I
a
feel
bit
you.
physically tired, but right now I'm more mentally tired.
Yeah.
That too.
Ah, yes.
And maybe emotionally as well.
Alright, the herd is key. Hello, everybody, it is me, Lord.
I'm the brave.
And I am the court wizard.
And yet, whoa! Whoa, please stop looking at me! And instead, look at Fluffation Fluffy Locks' art.
Please stop smiling.
I'm shilling!
Oh, sorry.
Please look at her art, because it is amazing. It is adorable, it is cute, and I love it.
I want to cut your head off.
But I won't because I like you.
You know, Lewis Carroll said this was based on drugs!
So, Sora,
I guess he was
how was your
right.
time with... Who was it again?
I look
can't
fucking
remember
creepy like
anything
that,
at
holy
all.
shit. Alright.
But you already knew that, didn't you?
You seem pretty calm. Guess you decided they weren't worth stressing over. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
That's wrong.
It's kind of ironic that
like you
our
said,
version of this
everyone I met, I can't
expression
remember.
actually is out of sight, out of
still-
heart. It works better in French, like, the way
I'm
it says so, but
frustrated
like,
that I've forgotten them.
no, Dwayne,
Yeah.
Dwayne's go.
I
Yeah,
feel
no.
moments of loneliness.
And I'm like, it's almost too bad that this is not the same thing for them. That would have worked
Yeah.
fucking
But I
perfectly.
am hurting.
Ah,
When the memories are gone, they just leave a hole. And having that longing inside me hurts. But it'll help me somewhere down the road.
Man, seeing
the
you
key I'll
edgy is
need.
fucked up.
To unlock all my memories.
Right on schedule.
no, I feel pretty good. I don't know what to... The hurt and the darkness. Alright. If we just turn into not even Merle. What the fuck are we doing? What is that? It's some fucking creature. Whatever. But yeah,
A Murloc.
like, why wouldn't it be? That would be more like. But that's what I mean. Like the way Sora sees thing and that stuff. It's like that's how I feel actually. That's just putting it into words. I think there's even more that like hits closer to home
Sadness of
even.
knowing you forgot someone who matters to you. Something like that will gnaw at you forever.
I think that's basically why I try to be nice to
You
everyone.
believe that
I
somehow
don't care if they're
by
strangers.
carrying
Like I'm gonna
around
just say
that
some
kind
nice things and all that because you know
you'll
it's
be
like
able to retrieve the memories you lost.
sure I might forget about
That's
it,
what
but
you're
I sort of.
Right, Sora?
Right.
I mean,
But maybe it'll help their day. You know, right in the day. It'll...
exactly. That's why I'm doing this even, and for myself as well.
What's so funny?
I just remembered
I
an
can't
old joke.
believe you
Sorry,
fell for it
it's
so easily.
nothing related at all.
I told you when you arrived. Remember, in this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find.
I don't know why, but that line
While
really
you've lost
pisses
your
me off.
memories, the only thing you found in return is hurt. And by deciding that hurt was the key to remembering, you gave up all hope of ever being free from it. The hurt owns you now, Sora.
Oh,
Don't you see that?
I will admit that's solid though.
It's a wound
Yikes.
that will never mend.
That is solid.
That hole in your heart will grow bigger until darkness finally
Oh
claims
god, oh god, he's getting intense.
Darkness. Was this all just a big trick to pull me in?
it. Afraid so. And all it took was a handful of illusions.
Oh
Your
no.
heart was just way too easy to break, Sora.
It's
Not
already,
true.
It's already been like broken a few times already, so you know. Lost it confused.
Jesus. Alright.
Oh, that's relatable, huh? Zawardo. I still couldn't believe it's like, it's just the world. It's just the world. For fuck's sake. Like, it's kind of it's almost amazing they didn't even just call
It's
it
not
that.
too late to run.
Huh?
Why should you keep the hurt inside?
Oh.
Just tell yourself.
You know, in case we didn't
forget
figure
about
that
the
out.
people you met in this place. You'll have no one to miss. No cause for loneliness. No hurt to keep eating away at your heart.
Also, it is kind of thing that it's
It's your call.
Roxas who's
Cling to the memories
telling him that
you've
kind of
lost
stuff.
And the hurt they bring.
Because if there's a character who fucking suffered
Otherwise,
through his story, it's him.
let it all go, and then you can be free and happy. The decision is complete.
I guess it's a form, you know, that like it's trying to understand like why, like basically why are you able to do that? It's bullshit. It doesn't make sense.
When I couldn't.
It's like
Maybe it's because you have a heart.
But does he not? Also, he's Data. You forgot about it again, didn't you?
Should I use this?
But
But if I were
we
to
managed
do
to
that,
add the Keyblade,
then I'd
so
need a friend.
So shut up, everyone, I guess. Like, no matter how you look at it, you're right and wrong.
It's just going to bring
Kingdom Hearts!
I fucking
And if he's
know.
right, the darkness will eventually take over me completely.
To be fair, they have introduced it so long ago that it's like, dude,
I don't
honestly,
see
the
how
hearts
it's
can work in some fucking mysterious ways. And
This card is my
we have a
only
bunch of characters who are mixed with a ton of
option. That is
exceptions.
unless
So the
I
fact that they
let
can
go
even
of
break through that science in
Once
a
I
way
go
that
out of this room,
that
I'll
works.
forget all about what
Like,
happened.
fucking Sora's a freak at this point. Like,
Instead
Basically.
of carrying that hurt around until it
he
consumes me,
doesn't fit with the rest of the logic.
What's inside my heart? What am I supposed to do?
I can't remember.
I feel so lost.
And confused.
Hey, Sora!
to
Can
be
you hear
lost
me?
is to be confused,
Sora?
and to be confused is to be lost.
I know that voice. Mickey, is that you?
That's a
Where
good
are
line
you?
to summarize this as well.
Sorry, Sora. I'm still trying to find a way to get to you.
You know
But
what?
now,
The-
the best I can
You
do
know
is
when
to send
I
my
told
voice
you
where
like
you are.
about the, I don't even remember if it was on
okay.
camera, but I told you about like how you would
Hey, Mickey?
summarize the Yakuza series
Maybe you can
Yeah.
help me
from
with
the
something.
producer Sato-san.
Yeah.
It's like,
I keep forgetting people I meet in this
hold on, that
place.
might be.
And this guy says if I dwell on what I've lost, the hurt is going to take
Okay, he's just
over.
questioning. All right,
And
so
I don't
quickly,
want that.
like, Yakuza is a series where
I
you can do
understand.
stupid things very
Question
seriously.
is, are you okay with
And now that I
the
think
world
about it, that
being
works for that as
forgotten?
well.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Well, that's dire.
Well, even though you may not remember them,
And they haven't been really
they
accompanying you in
definitely
games for a
remember
while.
you. You'll always be a really close friend to them, no matter what happens.
So are you just memories, or are you? Fuck it.
And even if you don't ever really know who we are,
Or
I hope you'll remember
projections
that.
of the real.
You'll always be
Donald.
special to us.
How can that be?
Lost and confused. But those are the kind of things where it's like
Confused
that's
and lost.
that's actually not even really important right now.
Nah, yeah, it
Not
doesn't
even.
matter. We
I
shouldn't
don't
think
know
about this.
What this is?
Don't think.
It's
about
like watching Walking Dead, and you're like, how did that start? Like
I don't think
nobody
that we've
gives a
ever met.
shit in that universe, I guess.
But
Like
I feel like
the writers don't
I
give
know
a
that.
shit. That's not what matters.
Memories can disappear.
Or my
but
favorite for
memories
that,
don't.
Life is Strange. How did
Not
she
even
get
when
the
your
time
data is
power?
reset.
Who cares?
Inside
That's
your heart,
totally not the
The
point.
adventures you shared with the friends
That's
you made in the
unexplained, totally. It's like, who gives a shit? That's not the point.
Huh.
Here's a
games.
concept.
You know what?
We just
I
run
think
with it.
That's also true
Fuck
for
how the
all
concept
time you
appeared in
spent with
universe.
the
Alright.
folks that those cards show to you.
so it's not what's missing that's causing the hurt. It's actually what's not missing. If that's true,
Yeah, that makes sense.
hey,
Uh-oh. Looks like I've used
And again,
up
it
too
does
much
sound like
power.
just a
I'll be there
question of
soon,
perspective,
Sarah.
but
I promise.
yeah, that makes sense.
Just try and hold on a little bit longer for me. Okay?
Are we finally gonna finish it?
Mickey,
Oh. Okay.
I'm all
Okay, that
alone.
didn't go for a second. I thought, am I gonna
I
play this?
hate playing like this. Oh. I wonder, does this count as hurt?
Well, yeah.
If I let it, will this pull me into the darkness?
That's bad, right?
It should be bad, yeah. Usually.
I can do
Darkness
this.
is bad.
But this means I remember my friendship.
There's no going back.
That's good.
Just one more card.
But then again, I might just lose everything and lose myself. That's bad. But also this means that this will probably lead to finally Kingdom Hearts 3. That's good.
That's good. But it will take a long time.
That's bad. Hi. Their weird gameplay moment was kind of weird. I remember it was... Well, I don't remember the detail, but I remember it was odd. It's been a while since I actually played the game.
Yeah, it's been ages since I played as well. And I didn't even get that far, so...
You've used up all the cards, I take it? I would ask if you enjoyed your little trip. But we both know that you've forgotten it. That you're feeling pretty empty.
Who are you?
No, I'm not. I may not remember who I met, but I do remember that I met them. And knowing that I've forgotten them, I miss them.
Alright.
So you heard.
Yes.
I warned you.
Yes.
Don't you remember what I said? That hurt will drag you down into the darkness.
If I just punch darkness in the face, like...
You have to get rid of all of it.
Which is basically the Japanese way of dealing with a lot of shit.
No, I don't.
How about the bad thing? I just say no fuck
I can
you.
keep the hurt because it reminds me of something important. It lets me know that what I've forgotten is crucial.
I think that's the part
enough.
that definitely got super
I
real
won't
for me.
run from it.
Where it's like, you know all that shit I've been going through?
It'll stay inside
Deleting
my
all
heart
that?
until
That's
the
just
day
proof that I
remember.
fucking care.
The darkness will take you first.
That's the proof that I will
If I
I
put the
will
hurt
punch the
aside,
darkness in
I'll
the
lose my ties
face.
to all the people I care about. My mind's made up. I may end up falling into the darkness, but I'll carry this with me. I'll only get rid of it when I remember everything, and not a day sooner than that.
Like, I respect that. That's
I'll keep the hurt with me for the time
like
being.
this. You know, this is
It's
clearly
all that I have.
typically shown in
It's what
stuff, but
holds
I
the
think it's
pieces
brought up
in
in a
place.
pretty decent way, actually.
I accept
You're
that.
like, no, you got a good outlook on life.
You say you accept it? It's not a game.
Well, you say that, but,
It's just that's the
It's way
final
past
boss.
time that you learned what
It's
real hurt
straight-
feels like.
It's straight up Nemesis.
wow.
And his theme plays.
No! Not again!
Yeah. But if I remember correctly, in the original, like in the game, it's not even that version. I think it's just his theme that you hear in Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, the one that doesn't sound like it's a fight and all that.
Yeah.
I think it's just his theme. And that was so strong.
Why won't you do it? I get it. You've seen through my disguise. I'm
I was
just like
actually
everyone
saying a
else
lot.
you've encountered in this place, made of data.
His fucking theme,
I'm not even
goddammit.
worth the effort. Is that what it is? Guess there's no point in destroying
Like,
something
fucking Christ.
if it never existed. Is that right?
Like, a moment
Not
of
at all.
genius happened.
You
and
say
just
that
like,
you're
oh
an
yeah, let's
illusion,
put this into music.
But
Let's
you
go.
certainly pack a really big punch. You said that you'd show me hurt, and you weren't wrong.
There's that
Actually,
mix of realization and
the hurt
also
that I just
exasperation. and
is
all
more
this, like,
than that. Sure, it might have hurt while we were fighting. But I sensed a different kind of hurt from you.
oh boy,
It was
did he.
kind of like an intense, sharp pain,
I stabbed you with my keyblade.
but it felt sort of familiar. Almost like it was my own. As if we'd been connected. Like right then we shared the same hurt.
And that also does
If
make sense with
somehow-
what we know.
It brings me closer to people in that kind of way. Then carrying around a little hurt can't be all that bad.
So, like, that's the moment where you're like, if there's anybody who can actually deal with that, it's fucking Sora. Like, I love how they actually introduce, you know, the fact that's like, it's not just because it's the main character, but because of the what he's been through, the way he's been
Here.
thinking, seeing life and all that, like, that
You
makes him
pass,
the
Sora.
only... You passed the test!
Congratulations, you
That
understand.
makes him the only...
Use
only
this to
person
find the
adequate to actually deal with that.
What do you mean?
My role was to see if you were ready to take ownership of the hurt inside you. And now that role is done.
Because when you
Nothing
think
left for
about
you
it,
to do but
there's a lot.
go away.
When you think about
You
it,
gonna go
Yeah.
back home?
it's crazy the amount
I
of
don't know
pain
if
that
I
he
really
had that's
have
not
to.
even his.
But
It's fucking
There's a
insane.
place I'd like to be.
A place? Where?
Inside of you.
Oh god!
Oh,
He just Johnny Cages him.
what's this feeling?
The hurt.
I've got memories that don't belong to me. A place to call home.
That
A
was
sunset that's comforting.
that.
My first and my last.
Summer vacation.
Yeah.
You can rest easy.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, there's a lot
I've
here.
got you now.
And in a way, that was a little link to Ventus as well. I mean, the line of place to call home is like that's basically what led Ventus back to his heart with after all that. So there's a link in that as well.
Sora!
Jesus! Don't
Mickey!
I want the tension to just
I'm so
get
glad I
completely
finally
destroyed.
caught
Just
up.
God.
Sorry that it took
Why?
me so long. I know you ended up having to do all the work on your own. I just couldn't get here sooner.
Well, I mean, that's my life story.
It's okay. You're here now. Look,
Basically,
if
I
I
can
use
handle
this
everything on
card,
my own.
it'll lead us to the truth.
Oh, cool. Would be about time.
Is that right? The message said their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. Maybe now we can finally solve it.
Woo! Yeah.
Let's find out.
Finally. Well, that screen got weird. Maybe at this point I can reopen the window. Sorry, guys, I'm getting up a lot.
Might as well.
Oh, whoops. Hidden memories.
So we are now.
Oh.
Oh. You again.
You. Ugh, you. Oh, shit, that was your foot, sorry.
Who are you?
No, you didn't hit me.
No, you.
It's like when I met Nikki. I don't know you, but you're familiar.
Yeah, and hers is really more.
Nice to meet you.
So,
Sora.
there's a thing that
I'm Naminé.
during this whole series we're kind of
You may
seeing a
not
little.
know who it is
That's
I
that
am, but I know
Naminé
things about
does
you.
a lot. I think her powers are more than
so
what we thought they
what
were.
exactly is
Or
going
time,
on
because
here?
she's.
Sora,
This is a lot that's going on in the background where she.
there was a time when you lost every one of your memories.
Like, there's a thing during the
But everything turned
orchestra.
out to be okay.
There's been some
Because Naminé helped
script
you through
reading
it.
by the voice actors
Wow.
of some
You really
events
did
that
that
we
for me,
didn't see in the
Naminé?
games at all.
You deserve a
So
big
then I have to
thanks.
remember that eventually I have to just read
No,
them
I
out loud
don't.
because those things put some stuff in
I put your
perspective.
memories back together. That part is true.
For example,
But it was also
just gonna
me.
tell you one thing.
I was the one who
Naminé
took them
speaks to
apart
the
in the first
lingering
place.
will. You're like,
Not only that,
What?
okay.
the reason all of the bugs appeared in Jiminy's journal,
What?
that was me.
You did?
What?
Wow, jeez, you're
Oh, so what
fucking done, dude.
Naminé
Once
spoke to
again,
the
these
lingering will,
memories.
apparently.
They were sleeping
Yeah. But it's not for now, so.
Heart.
These are my memories?
They look
Actually,
smaller than I expected.
no, they're not yours.
Oh.
We are straight up diving into this now.
They belong to people who are connected to you.
Huh? Isn't it weird for somebody else's memories to be inside me?
Oh,
Yes.
Sora.
Usually it's impossible.
Sora. It's,
When I first found them while repairing your memory,
and that does make sense.
I
Naminé
thought
would
I
have,
had made some sort of mistake.
Naminé would have totally seen that
Then,
while she was
after
working
searching
on
for
him.
answers,
Yeah.
all the evidence I found proved they belong in your heart.
But they're not yours.
Sora will have to awaken these memories. But this is where they will sleep until that time comes. They are important. And yet, dangerous too.
Naminé, how are they dangerous?
Oh, let's just say the Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna
These
be
memories.
quite the.
All
Oh
of
boy.
them are too painful.
Yeah.
Handled the wrong way, they could damage Sora's heart.
Can you
Even
imagine
break
what
it.
it's like to have like
That's
a
why I needed for Sora to find a way to
a
face
fucking
that
like
kind of
life
hurt.
crisis,
So I
like
left the
condensed
message
in
for all
one
of
thing,
you.
that could, like,
There
literally
will be
a
mended
trigger,
return to
in a
end
way.
it.
You know, literally a trigger
That was you.
in
You're the one
someone
who left us that message.
that does not have those issues.
When
That
I
it's
unraveled
suddenly fall.
Sora and the
What
others'
if out of
memories,
nowhere you get a massive
it also
anxiety
erased
attack
the
when you
words
don't
in
even
Jiminy's
suffer from
journal.
that?
That book was filled with
How the
pages
fuck
and
do you
pages of
feel with
memories
that?
From your first adventure.
Horrible.
Like,
It shows how
like
deep
you
in the
realize that, for
journal
example,
Sora
anxiety and all that, I
reflected.
actually had that since I was little.
When I
So to
took
me, that's
Sora's
almost normal, which
memories
is sad.
apart,
But like, imagine
they
if someone
stayed
doesn't
in
have that,
his heart.
suddenly gets
It may have
a
looked
crisis.
like they were gone, but they
like
were
that's the
there
closest
whole
thing I can
time.
compare it to. It like
Even after the text
that
disappeared
must
from
be.
the journal,
Oh boy.
the memories remained. That's why you were able to render them as data.
All right.
Yeah,
Good.
but the data we got was a mess. And then all those bugs appeared.
Yeah, that's also a
Jiminy never
question.
wrote about any bugs.
Actually, you
That
did.
was
Oh, whoops.
me too.
What'd you do?
When I added these memories to the journal,
Right,
I
that's
also
the thing.
added
Yeah.
all this hurt. I thought that maybe if you fought the bugs that sprang from these memories, you
So,
might learn to face the hurt in the memories themselves.
so when I said it, it eventually makes
So that's what it was.
sense. It all just
I
It's
didn't
it,
realize
like,
you had
that's
to
it.
go
You're
through
like,
so much
okay,
trouble to
actually,
get us to investigate this.
that
right,
makes sense.
Naminé.
that works.
I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I wish I could have told you
So
this in person.
straight up, this is the pain that the other
but the
characters
real me is gone.
felt. This is what they've been
She
fighting in
doesn't
this.
exist now.
Wow.
Guys? You kinda lost me a few minutes ago.
Yeah, like he
Me
has
too.
he has no
Understand it.
fucking chance to understand
You've
any
already
of
learned
this.
Oh,
to
God,
face
no.
the hurt, Sora.
I did?
This is for us
You were
mostly,
saying you
actually.
At times, the pain can be wiped away.
With
But there's
drugs.
also a pain
What?
that
I was
always
gonna
stays
say a
with
smile, but yeah.
you. There's only one way to deal with that.
I'm not laughing at you, don't worry, I'm
You
just
face
laughing
it
at
head
wow,
on, and then you
the
accept it.
difference.
And if it happens that the hurt
Holy
is too
crap.
great for you to bear it alone, well, then you
That's,
turn to a
that could
friend
not have
close
been.
to your heart.
It'll bring us closer together. The hurt will only make us stronger.
Okay, now you're getting edgy, hold on.
I'm willing to try.
But it's not you who's
I'm
gonna have to
ready
try though.
face all those memories that you found.
Like, you have to remember, this
might
is
have
mostly
to
to
be
explain
painful,
what's gonna
but I can
happen
take it.
later, but like, Sora will have to deal with that
Sora.
without knowing that, kind of?
Wait. You're not in this
Sorta.
alone. Always remember, I'm here too.
Yeah, it would be about time
Yep.
that you start actually sharing with us lore elements
you.
that you clearly know.
Just touch
That'd be
them.
nice.
That, you know, for once,
Don't be afraid. You'll feel all of the memories that are locked
there's this
inside
blue-haired girl, I think I remember.
flow right into
I
your
get
heart.
this is still the most baffling one, where it's like you like never ever you never thought about, I don't know, talking about that.
I feel like that would be a given.
When you know, when suddenly a new Keyblade wielder appeared, you never thought about saying maybe, oh boy, there's a, you know, like fuck. For fuck's sake, Mickey.
I don't even. There's nothing to say.
I do hope they touched that though. In Kingdom Hearts 3, it was just like, Mickey, seriously. Whoa, I'm high, man. She was right, drugs.
Haha.
That's the best. I'm gonna make an Emperor's New Groove. Yo, that's gonna be a wild trip, man. Hey.
These are hidden truths.
There's one missing.
Sora has been keeping them locked away, deep inside of him. Remember, these memories you're feeling.
Is she
don't
missing?
belong to
Naminé, that's you. Who's
And?
the other girl?
Yeah.
She feels so familiar. And something happened.
Like, her
Something
has,
terrible.
she's probably has the
Didn't
worst of it all, because at least Naminé kind of does as well, but like,
They're waiting for
she's
Sora.
sort of the nobody of like
He's the
Sora
only
and
one
Kairi and all
who can
that.
put an end to their
But
hurt.
Xion is like, she's only the memories of Roxas and Axel, who
He hid
already
something
forgot about
inside
her,
him
and then,
during
like,
your
Roxas is
sleep.
gonna, like, I have a feeling she's gonna be the hardest one to
And all
fucking
he would
reach.
say was that he was clearing
Definitely.
his
She's
path.
there's so many layers of forgot.
Sora must
Of forgot. Fuck it, I'm gonna call it like that.
you saw,
Sure.
and the ones you're about to see.
Yo.
Can't be.
Maybe you know how much.
And of
they
course
hurt.
Mickey's like, whoa!
These three were
I did-
his too.
Oh jeez!
They were connected to the Keyblade's truth.
Fuck, were they ever?
And they're still connected, Sora. Somewhere way down deep inside of you.
Funny,
Ah, that
I
theme been a
feel as
while since I
though
heard it.
I've met them.
Oh boy.
Yes. 2 of them you have met.
Yeah!
As for the third, I never realized it, but
Like straight up. Straight
you
up.
and
They just...
he share a very
Oh yeah, they
special
both saw,
connection.
Sora and Riku saw Terra and Aqua.
Right.
They fucking
Naminé,
talked to her
you
about,
said
well, okay,
Sora has to call
Sora
those
saw Terra
memories
from a
to the
distance.
surface.
Yeah.
Is it time?
I can't
But like,
say
he
for
knows
sure,
Aqua. He met her.
but I do know. A day
And of course
will come
Ventus,
when
well,
they
that's a
rise
lot
from
deeper
their
than that.
sleep.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
he definitely
the only one
knows
who can save them.
about
He
it.
doesn't know that he knows,
The
though.
bond
No.
they all share. That's gonna be the key, right? Don't worry.
So this
Naminé,
is basically like why
I'll make
also
sure
why
I
Sora is
pass this
special
on
is
to
that
Sora. You know,
he's
the one in the
he
outside
ended
world.
up being the central point of all their fucking connections.
Okay.
Because like the people he has inside him knows the others to begin with. So he's like he's literally became like the central
Just a
point
second.
of the whole graph.
Our promise. Your promise to the me I don't know. You kept it, right?
Yeah, good thing we've been listening because that out of context,
be
holy
gone.
shit. That would
My
be.
promises to him are forever.
But you're not
And anyway,
gone in a
I
way.
owe this much.
It's kind of weird. Then again, she has been always
all
been a
that-
little bit dramatic.
All those people that I hurt.
Yeah.
The edge.
So what happens to you? The one that's right here.
I'm
find
Data!
that- I
I
find
know
that
it's
funny.
Data
Like
made to pass along a message.
the characters
should
with the lighter hair
exist
colors are the
right now
ones
in
that
this
are
journal at
the
all.
edgiest and angstiest.
They have to
of them.
balance it
And
out.
now the record of me will
Okay, to be
disappear.
fair, that's not true. Vanitas is
But
probably
when
the
you
edgiest
pass
by
my
far.
message on
Yeah,
to
but
the
his
other
eyes.
Sora,
But his
Just
eyes are
remember to
pitch
tell him.
black.
the things that you've seen.
No, they're yellow.
And that you felt.
Actually. Or were they? Yeah, they're yellow.
Yeah, they're yellow.
They're all
If
yellow.
you do that, then
Darkness
you'll be
is
at
yellow.
rest. Her and me too.
Along with everybody
Oh, he
connected to
said-
Sora.
Is it eyes?
Nominate.
Yeah.
Eyes.
You got
I
it.
heard hair.
Oh, no. The hair, definitely. That's what I said. Like, no, the hair.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Vanitas is the proof that now he's the edgiest. He
I
has the
almost
darkest
forgot.
hair anyway.
I have a message for you too. Thank you.
See? Say a good thing to people! Holy shit, doesn't make their day! Like, Sarah, your art is amazing! See? She's probably happy.
I'm sure she enjoyed it.
And so ended our journey to connect those memories
Whew.
with these.
Phew!
Sora, when Naminé's words are passed on to you, when the day comes that you learn of this great, unknown, and mysterious adventure,
I guess he will eventually.
it's important that you understand. Whatever you feel in your heart, that's what he felt in his.
Okay. Epilogue!
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's more afterwards. But here's the question, though. Is it just the credit? Because we might be able to just fucking
Skip.
that. Well, you know what? Might as well take the time to talk about this to
Yeah.
make sure. Because lots of shit.
There's
there is
so much.
There's one thing that I do appreciate, though, is that they took the time to actually, like, take an actual nothing game and link it, and honestly, it is a lot of build-up. I have a feeling this game is mostly a lot of build-up for stuff that we will hear more about in other games
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
no, definitely.
So in that sense, it's kind of the most skippable, even though that would, like, soften the sudden blow of other stuff that will appear in their games. But yeah, oh, Yoko Shimura, god damn it, you magnificent woman.
You've done it
But
again.
yeah, there was a lot of information to take in.
Oh boy, was there ever?
A thing that I seem to have noticed, though, is that they seem to be taking those spin-off games to at least dump the info, mostly in ways that a lot of it is going to be self-contained, but at least we won't have to deal with that when it comes to, especially Kingdom Hearts 3. Because if Dream Drop Distance didn't happen, honestly, all that stuff would have had to be explained in Kingdom Hearts 3, and oh boy, that would have been a little bit too much. Do we see... I don't see...
I didn't see a Robin Williams.
Yeah, me neither. Probably a sound-alike. They do that a lot. But yet, I love how they just fucking spoiled some characters. Oh well, we'll see we'll see afterwards. It's like a two short cutscenes, if I remember correctly.
So I'm guessing it's probably not part of the epilogue.
No, probably not. Well, we'll see. Just in case I'm not skipping it. And also, it allows me to, you know, mute the fucking thing. So. That's not really much, I'll admit, but...
You could put something else, like...
As usual.
Yeah!
Like, what could I put this time? But yeah, so... So, now that this has been solved, like you see basically what the goal for Kingdom Hearts 3 is mostly going to be. And also, it's kind of a nice way to bring us a little bit of... Oh my god, are we actually going to help them? Oh my god, please tell me we're actually going to help them!
I would love that.
Because, oh god, I mean... You see, the face you made when you suddenly saw the back of Xion's head, that's like, this is what clearly they were trying to do. This moment of, oh my god, please tell me we can fucking help them, oh my god.
I really want this to happen, like, I really want Xion to come back.
Like, all of those guys, like, let's help them.
Everybody else!
Yeah, because she was a character from your very first Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that does help too.
Yeah, I'm not being a
But there's also one thing you have to remember, in a way, that I love how this hasn't been mentioned yet.
What?
Even though you should have thought about that a while ago. Especially, like, it will especially, like, with Axel. Because you're like, what happens when a nobody and a heartless dies? The heart and the body are free again. So...
Well, they find each other again?
I do remember...
The heart would go back to the place it would call home, which means it's in its original body. Right?
Unless it goes to Kingdom Hearts.
This one is also kind of weird.
Yeah, because we still don't really know.
Maybe they go to Kingdom Hearts because the nobodies weren't defeated. Their nobodies were not defeated. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, we still don't know all of that much about Kingdom Hearts in retrospect.
It is definitely... Mostly because those that we've seen were artificial.
Yeah.
They were like man-made, or like made from other reasons. The only one... The real one we were able to see it a little bit, and we didn't do anything much with it, because at least the other three managed to stop that. But yeah. So, logically... What do you think happens with the organization members?
Probably gonna come back.
But as they were originally.
Yeah.
So...
But then, will they be allies or enemies? Because...
Depends on them, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we know that original Zimbar was an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was working with Xehanort the whole time, that we know. So I don't think we can count on this guy coming back as an ally.
I definitely think he still will. But...
Yeah, there was something at the end. Alright, good. We didn't skip that. Good thing I didn't skip that. So, that's small, tiny questions we had at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. There's finally the answer.
I wanted to tell you right away.
What the fuck did you write in this,
memories from the past that sleep within you. And...
I do appreciate
about
this.
The pieces that will tie you to your future.
So, Sora, you need to catch up on the lore.
Sora, Riku, Kairi. The truth behind the Keyblade has found its way through so many people. And now I know
can't see
that it rests in your heart.
Even with his super spiky hair, Sora is
like, it's gonna be a little jarring because in Dream Drop Distance he actually cuts them back to make more sense. It's almost jarring, like, oh shit, like new Riku but with shorter hair. Didn't get used to it.
It's possible that all your journeys so far have been preparing you for this great new
It's possible that we have been leading towards something.
only links.
Yeah, thanks,
in a
Nomura. I
much
never would have
larger
noticed.
chain of events.
There's something to be said
And
about.
now the door to your next journey is ready to be opened.
No.
No.
Fuck
even
no.
Close.
Dream Drop Distance, which also said in it, like, Dream Drop Distance, like, literally says, yeah, next is Kingdom Hearts 3. Alright, the mobile game, that, all of that. Alright, signs of what's next. That leads straight up to Dream Drop Distance, and that's the important aspect.
Okay, yeah.
So you guys need to know that. That's literally what you guys are gonna do. Maybe I should have talked about Aqua a lot
That's
earlier.
it. I think we're finally close to figuring out where Ven's heart is.
Is that so? Then that leaves only Terra.
I love that where it's just straight up.
Right.
Holy shit,
And we've got to save all
we might
three of
actually
them.
finally be able to solve that.
The question is, what does Xehanort intend to do next?
Xehanort? But his two halves are gone. There was Ansem, who commanded the Heartless,
Well, there's
and
the thing.
Xemnas, who commanded the Nobodies. Didn't Sora defeat them both?
And that's one of the most
Correct.
legit aspect of,
Those
you know,
two met
aha, you defeated me, but I won!
Lies
You know, that
in
fucking
Xehanort.
dumb aspect?
Their destruction
That one's actually
now
legit.
guarantees the
Like,
original
there was no way of
Xehanort's
winning without letting the villain win in a way.
Huh?
For that.
Xehanort's heart, once seized by his heartless half, is now free.
So there we go.
His body, which had become his nobody, has been vanquished. Both halves will now be returned to the whole. In short, this means Master Xehanort will return.
But this makes...
And you think
This is
you think that maybe
infuriating
he's
to
gonna
think
try
about.
something?
Like,
I know!
if
Man
you
like
kill it,
Xehanort will have left many
it will
roads
split in
open.
two.
Well,
And then...
No, no, no,
but-
no, no.
doesn't matter
He was
what
defeated,
he
but he
puts
let
out.
himself
Sora
get surrounded by the
will be
darkness.
ready.
The-
And Riku
what I've
too.
seen to know this, since there's the concept of soul as well in this, it seems that it's the darkness that does that.
Not true
Mostly.
Keyblade Master.
Okay.
It's actually the dark. So since he is so... Yeah, I still don't know how Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna end.
Would a single one of you suffice if what you faced was not a single one of him?
You're like, excuse
What?
me, what?
What do you mean?
This is the most...
Mickey, please summon Sora.
It's like-
hither.
Excuse me, what the fuck
Riku
do you
as
mean
well.
by not a single one of him?
Of course, but why?
Why?
To show us the mark of mastery.
Like, yeah, that's cool though.
We're doing this again!
That's fucking cool. Here's a super secret ending.
That was more difficult than I thought. But at least things are on track. Lord Xemnas is nowhere to be seen, so that means the party's already begun, huh?
Yes.
Man.
So we're seeing what happened.
Xehanort scare me like nobody's business. The way he can see into minds. And it doesn't help that no one knows what it is that the old man wants.
So you see,
I
straight
wonder
up.
if even you know what's going on inside your own head.
I will be led
Wherever
wherever it is I'm destined to
Oh
go.
my god. What the shit is going
You
on?
don't have a clue of your own.
Every Keyblade Master is bequeathed a Keyblade of his very own. With the passing of time, as you can imagine, more and more Keyblades were forged to be handed down. But of all the Keyblades in existence, Master Xehanort's is the most ancient. That is my destiny. But it has yet
So
to
straight
become
up.
reality.
Hey, it's okay. This is all connected to the ancient Keyblade War, isn't that right? Whatever. I got my hands full with my own plans.
Which is, I fucking...
So, which poor soul will it be?
So... Woof. And that's it! Don't do that. Just gonna boost this fucking... Alright. So there we go! I will say though, a lot of those things will be answered in Dream Drop Distance though.
Thank goodness.
Oh, you might
And
not
this
be
time,
happy.
No, I know! I'm gonna be
Sitting.
so fucking mad.
Sorry, what'd you say?
And Maybe this time not in one sitting.
No, of course not. Well, we sort of had to, you know. But yeah, Dream Drop Distance is gonna be, I need to remove that. Dream Drop Distance is gonna be the thing that will answer a lot of questions. It will at least take care of you know, I already know about a lot of stuff, and yet rewatching them, like, just because I'm imagining how you guys must be feeling. Also, because I know, because I have felt like that. And it's, yeah, no, it's, but like, you can't deny that, for fuck's sake, does it eventually just pull you in, because you're like, there's just, like, I want to know what. Like, I want to know. I just want to know. So you know, it does pull you in. That is what I remember that Nomura said that his senpai told him, where it's like, you can't, like, he's wrong and right at the same time. You know, it's a matter of perspective. It's like, you can't just make, if you really want people to get pulled in, you can't just make a dumb, like, simple-minded story. You know, you can't just have something that will be able to just consume it and move on like that. That you have to be able to make it complex enough, you know, that people will want to try to understand it. That pulls people in.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen shit like that with Undertale, Five Nights at Freddy, and all that. Where did their big popularity come from?
Theories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kingdom Hearts is also another example of that. Like, that's exactly it. And it, like, you can say what you want about Nomura and him going everywhere with this crazy fucking bullshit. You can't say it didn't fucking pull people in super deep.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely did.
So, well, now the Yakuza 4 is going to continue, and then eventually we'll do other stuff, and then afterwards we should be able to do Dream Drop Distance, finally.
Woo.
The thing that will lead to, not anymore, into Kingdom Hearts 3. But the biggest of the answer, like, if one thing I can say, what will answer most of the questions before Kingdom Hearts 3 will be in Dream Drop Distance, while, like, Unchained Key and all that, adds more stuff that will play directly into that. But I mean, all the questions you had before will be answered in Dream Drop Distance, unless those that need absolutely to be answered in the last one.
Okay, yeah.
But like Unchained Key adds more stuff. It's stuff that wasn't there like really that much before. It adds stuff that also will play an important part. So, at least all your questions right now, you had it during the whole series. They will have answers, while Unchained Key will just bring more questions and answer them. Like,
yay.
You know.
like a Kingdom Hearts game is contractually obligated to do.
Yep. So everyone, I'm your Lord.
I'm the Brave.
And I'm
Lord.
the Quote Wizard.
And thank you all for that's stupid. And thank you all for you know what? And thank you all for watching. So until next time, until we finally continue and do whatever the fuck else, because once again, I'm gonna learn to shut up and not try to say it. That saved my ass last time. With him going, oh boy, that would have ruined everything.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If I did it again. So, until next time, as noted from me, you take care of yourselves. See ya. Jeez,